champion, no defending world champion, but a world-class lineup of 8 men. Raheem Ford, second in the national championships for Jamaica with a personal best. He might need another one to get in contention here. The biggest race of the young Jamaican's life. On the outside, a young Kenyan doing a jig of delight. The Commonwealth champion, the African champion, Ferdinand Omanyala, came through as a non-automatic qualifier. He needs to conquer his nerves. He'll be on the outside in lane 9. Ford will be on the other side of the track in 2. Omanyala's not the only African in this race. What a star this young Botswana's turning out to be. Double world junior champion and the African record holder over 200 metres with 19.5. Letsile Tobogo. Could he become Africa's first male global champion over 100 metres?
In his third world championship final for Japan.
Making it through to a global final for the 3rd time, Abdul Hakim Sani Brown. He is a brilliant starter, and if he gets away and others get nervous, he could be in the shake-up. He'll be inside Omanyala in 8. The former champion, second in the US Championships. We know he starts well, but is he as good as he used to be? And if he is, it will be an incredible way to reclaim a crown he last won 4 years ago. Christian Coleman.
9.86 this year for Jamaica.
He just missed a medal last year, but Oblique Seville has been blistering here. 9.86 in the heats, 9.90 in the semi-finals. The second of the 2 Jamaicans.
In lane 5, the fastest man in the world this year for Great Britain.
No British runner has won a medal in this event since Darren Campbell's bronze in Paris 20 years ago. Jarnell Hughes isn't interested in bronze though. He wants to replicate Linford Christie's gold for Britain from 30 years ago in Stuttgart, the man whose national record he took in style. This guy could be the favourite. He is the rock star of our sport. He had COVID at the US Championships. He got the worst start of everyone, and he crawled into the team. These are the nights on which he loves to thrive. He's imposing his personality on the field. He's imposing his personality on our sport. But now, he has to back up the talk with action. Ford, Jamaica in 2. Tobogo, Botswana 3. Coleman, USA 4. Hughes, Great Britain 5. Lyles, USA 6. Seville, Jamaica 7. Sani Brown, Japan in 8. Omanyala, Kenya in 9.
One will be the world champion.
Occasionally in life there comes a moment in sport so utterly captivating and uncertain it stops the world in its tracks. This is one such moment. This without doubt is one of the most open races we've ever had for this coveted title. 8 athletes are about to pour heart and soul into a 10-second bid for global glory. This is the men's 100-metre World Championship final.
Set.
It's a clean start and what a race. A huge roar from the expectant crowd. Great start from Coleman, we expect that. Can Lyles come through? He's very, very tight. It's Noah Lyles! The champion roars once more. Tobogo ran really well on the far side, but it's Noah Lyles who has delivered on his promise. A great, great run from Coleman, but he's not quite the man he used to be. Noah Lyles promised us gold, and he's delivered. He has roared with the heart of the greatest. It's one thing talking about being brilliant, it's another to deliver. And he's done it in style. That was sensational. He's fast becoming one of our sport's all-time greats. Lyles, the 200-meter specialist, is the 100-meter champion here in Hungary.
Well, you saw the past greats on those big screens as those athletes walked onto the starting line, and you had to think to yourself, what does it take to become one of those legends? Carl Lewis, Maurice Green, certainly Usain Bolt, Kim Collins. You got to have belief and you have to have focus, and that man had them both right there. Not sure anybody in the field has as much belief as Noah Lyles. He didn't get the best start. That certainly wasn't the start that he got in the semifinals, but he just kept grinding. Zarnell Hughes was coming.
Brilliant run from Zarnell Hughes. He's overcome with emotion. He replicates Darren Campbell's bronze from 20 years ago, and he's done that in fine style. And what about Tobago taking silver for the African continent and Botswana? And you know what? That race was close. Lyles wasn't absolutely certain he'd done it as he crossed the line. He looked over and he waited for confirmation on the big screen before commencing his celebrations. This kid is very, very special, this young Botswanan. 9.88. That is a phenomenal run for the silver. But what about that from Noah Lyles? You can talk about being great, but in so doing, you put yourself under an insane amount of additional pressure. Curley fell at the semis. Jacobs fell at the semis. But Lyles has done what he said he would do and stormed to the gold.
Well, he said he was going to come away with from these World Championships with 3 gold medals. Well, this was going to be, in my opinion, the hardest one for him to get. Now he looks forward to the relay, and his specialty, of course, the 200 meters. He just needs to keep focus, and he could actually come away with those 3.
Okay, judging by the confidence that he'll take from this, is the world record on. 200 is his better event, which is ludicrous because we've just watched him hold his nerve under the most intense pressure as we salute Tobago, and the crowd are getting involved with saluting the young Botswanan. Is the world record on now?
I think after this, you can't doubt him. And here you see Noah Lyles. It wasn't his best start, but what did I say? He has to stay in contact. He stayed in contact with the leaders. He goes by Seville. He looks to his left, and Coleman is not there. It's Zarnell Hughes. But Noah Lyles just tougher, more focused. Execution was just a little bit sharper in those last 30 meters.
What's very impressive about him, Dan, he's obviously got a decent-sized ego, otherwise he wouldn't say that stuff, but he also understands that we need to collectively, each in our own way, those of us who are here in this stadium, those of us who love this sport, we need to sell track and field, we need to sell athletics, and he perhaps is the best vehicle that we've got at the moment because he's talking big and he's delivering big.
How do you get people to watch you? Tell them you're going to win 3 gold medals, and whether he does it or not, people are going to certainly tune in. But now Noah Lyles is, in my opinion, has taken down the toughest of the goals that he set for himself here at these championships.
I agree. I think he's the clear favourite for the 200 now, despite the fact that Erien Knighton has run so many good times as a junior. Hughes roared because he knew in that moment that he'd got himself a medal. I told you. He did, and he delivered.
Well, and what's interesting, Rob, is a lot of people would say, hey, you're the world champion in the 200 meters, you're the American record holder. Why do you want to go to another event? But this is the strength and of Noah Lyles to go out there and do what people said he could not do. And there you see just how grateful Zarnell Hughes is with that bronze medal.